ladies, today I'm going to be showing you how to do this 3D Hello Kitty on your nail. You can do it on any finger, of course, but I'm going to do it on my ring finger as an accent nail. And the palette that I'm going to be using is this one off of Amazon, and it's just the colored acrylic powders. And I'm going to be using purple, black, and yellow. So the first thing I've done is I've just prepped the nail, I just took off all the top coat and everything like that, all the sealer. And I'm going to start with the heart. So I'm going to pick up a bead of acrylic. And this acrylic always picks up dry, so I stick it on there and then I add just a little bit of liquid. And pat it together in a little ball. Like that. Add a little bit more, that way our heart is a good size. And I'm just going to start pushing out the sides where I know the heart's going to go. There's the center of my heart. So I'm just using the belly of my brush just to push out the sides where I want them. It needs to be just a little bit bigger over here. Try to stay in frame for y'all. It is harder like this because I'm having to look around the camera, because I want it up close for y'all so you can see really well. I'm just using the belly of my brush again to flatten it out. Make sure I get the hearts about the same size. It needs to be just a smidgen bigger, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, well, that bead dropped on my finger. I'm going to take some and add it right there. That way I can push that heart out a little bit bigger. Like that. And I'll also extend the point down. There's no real science to it. You're just working at it slowly, and I'm taking my time with this heart because it's crucial to have your heart the size you want it, because then proportionate wise everything works around that, of course. Just about exactly how I want it. I'm going to extend the tail of it down. Just like that. Pick up a little bit more liquid and we're going to pat it. That way it smooths it out more. Just like that. Next I'm going to take my white. Move this out of the way. I'm going to take my white acrylic and I'm going to start with her head. I'm going to pick up a good sized bead because, Hello Kitty's head's kind of big. So we're going to place it on sideways. Add a little bit of monomer. I was going to say water, but it's not water, it's monomer. And I'm flattening it out into an oval. Just like that. Okay. Trying to get them about the same size, which is always difficult. Next, I'm going to pull up just a really small bead. So you've got your brush and a nice point. And let's pull up a small bead of white. I'm going to place it down for her ear. Let it sit up a little bit. Get that brush nice and flat. And there's one ear. Now I'm going to pick up another small ball. Place it over there. Get your brush nice and flat. And this one's probably going to need more acrylic. Yeah, let's pick up some more. There you go. So there's our ears. And I got them just about the same size. I see over here it's a little bit lumpy, so I'm going to stick some white acrylic right there and kind of even it out. There we go. Alright, next I'm going to make her paws. And I'm using the white still. I'm going to pick up a dot, a ball. We're just going to put it right there onto the heart. Pick up another one. Do the same thing on the other side, because she's going to be holding the heart. Put one right there. And these are her feet. And grab a little bit more, trying to keep them even. Here we go. Just like this one. Okay. Now I'm going to get out my black acrylic. And I'm going to make the eyes. Now with your brush, you really want to get it to a nice little point. And what I'm doing is I'm not dunking my brush all the way in and then pulling it out and scraping it off, because I don't want that much on there. So I am just going to, let's see if I can show you, just dip the tip of my brush in the monomer and then pick up a bead. And I mean, it's tiny. For her eyes. Just like that. And again, get your brush, flatten it out, and then hit the sides, get it to a really nice little point. And we're just going to dip it straight in and pick up a little bead. Oh, that one doesn't want to come off. I need just a little bit more. If you get too big of a ball, don't worry about it. Just put it down on your paper towel and pick up a smaller piece of it. And this is really tiny work, so don't get frustrated. Really flatten that brush out. I'm going to get this eye shaped just right. Just like that. Next, I'm going to get out my yellow. So I'm going to move the black. Hush! Out of the way. And I'm going to get the yellow. And we're going to make her nose. Just a little bitty dot, just like we did the eyes. And see, that's too big of a bead, but don't waste it. Just put it down and get a smaller piece of it. And I'm going to stick it right down for her nose. Just like that. There we go. Next, I'm going to grab my purple again, and I'm going to make her bow. And it's not really a bow, it's a little heart-shaped bow. And we're going to put it on this ear over here. So again, I want to flatten out that brush and get it into a nice little point. Like that. And then I'm going to pick up just a little bit of purple. And I mean just a little. See, that was too daggone much. There we go. I'm going to place it right there. And I'm going to just manipulate the sides out. I'm going to drag my brush to the center. And we're doing something this tiny. There's really not much technique. That's what I normally do, is just get it on there in kind of like a little triangle. And then I separate it by pressing down on it. And then there we go. Alright, so there's her little face. And now I'm going to get out a small spotter brush and some black acrylic paint. I'm just going to put a little drop right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint on her whiskers. Just like this. Let's grab the paint a little bit more. There we go. Try to get to focus for you. There we go. Pick up a little bit more paint. I'm going to do the other side. We're almost done. There we go. And that's it. I'm going to top coat it and I'll be back. And here they are, all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And as always, thanks for watching and you'll have a wonderful day. Bye.